Oh, Camp Kearney, where was our base.
Oh.
See, we pull out from Camp Kearney when we take our city line or anything.
Yeah.
We go from Camp Kearney. We was 40,000 soldiers there.
Right down to Mexico.
No, it was Camp Kearney.
Oh, yeah.
Down there by San Diego.
Yeah.
Just to watch the Mexicans down there.
Yeah. See, they were throwing the trains down the canyons.
Oh, yeah.
They was doing a lot of damage.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. That Zapato and them guys, Banchuilla and them, they were bad.
Then there was a while that you worked for the forestry here, wasn't there?
Yeah, I worked. That was
For
the last.
fighting fire, and
Yeah, that was 3 years.
and there was a bunch of Bascos that worked there at one time, wasn't there? Besides yourself, some of them.
Oh, when there was a big fire, yeah.
You told me once something about the Basco Brigade.
Yeah, that was in Doyle.
Oh, in Doyle.
Yeah.
There were some of you that they called the Basco Brigade.
Basco Brigade.
You all worked together, huh?
Yeah, a whole bunch of us.
That was when they had that
We
big...
come down, we're not too.
Oh, yeah? How'd that happen?
Top fire.
Oh, yeah.
Crown fire, they called it.
This was out at Doyle?
Yeah, the Doyle fire.
Oh.
I didn't even know. The one guy looked back and he said, Jesus Christ, look at the hell out of here. He says, the fire is way behind us. And we went through the fire, already burned, but we had to go through the fire.
That was the only way to get out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was still hot and burning, but not the big blaze. We run through it. Oh, boy. You got to watch that. We were too busy fighting fire. We didn't pay no attention to it.
Yeah, it went right over your head then, huh?
Yeah, the crown fire,
That really moves fast.
Oh, boy, that crown fire, that goes.
Who were some of the other guys, do you remember, that was...
Yeah, I know. A fellow named Manistuk, he was with us. Suwari with us, but they sent him home. He was too frail, I guess.
Couldn't take it, huh?
Couldn't take it, I guess. They sent him back. And there was a Kipucha, I think, was there too. I don't know just how many Bascos were there, but quite a bunch.
Quite a bunch of them.
Yeah, a bunch of us.
You never did ever go back to the old country then, huh? You never went back to the old country?
No, never did, no.
Well, Steve went back to it 3 times, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then there was a time when you owned quite a bit of land up in Smoke Creek area yourself, wasn't there? And you owned land out at
Oh, yeah. I had
quite a few different places, huh?
1,600 acres. No, on that. I had about 6,000 acres, I guess.
That was up around Smoke Creek, was it? Or
No, around Post Camp.
Post Camp.
Around
You
Post Camp.
homesteaded some of this? And did you homestead some of this?
I homestead one 6.
Yeah, well, that's where your old cabin's still
Then
standing up there.
Leave deers.
And then you bought the rest of it, huh?
Yeah. School sections.
Yeah.
I don't know, 1,600 acres I guess it was. Yeah. Yeah, 1,600 acres.
And then you had a ranch at Litchfield one time.
Yeah, I had,
That was a pretty nice ranch out there, too, wasn't it?
oh, that was a big ranch.
Was it?
You have some kind of deal there, somebody sort of trying to sell your cattle or something?
Oh, yeah. That was something. Yeah. The Schaefer bought it,
Yeah.
And I was looking for Javier boys.
Oh, Schaefer, yeah.
And so Ray Fraley, come over to where I was working. He said, did you sell your cattle back? And I says, no. Schaefer bought the whole works. Well, he says, are they clear? I says, no, they ain't clear. I got a mortgage on everything. I have blank mortgage on everything.
Oh.
And he says, by God, he's got them down there in my corrals. They're going to be shipped away. I went up to the house and I jumped in my car and went down there. And the buyer was on top of the fence, sitting down looking at him, ready to put in the truck, I think it was. Trucks, was it? No, I didn't have a trailer. Anyway,
getting ready to load them.
Yeah, the depot corral, anyway, ready to load them. And I went up there and I said, where did you buy them cattle from? He This is from Schaefer. I said, it don't belong to Schaefer. Well, that man got red in that collar there, red in the face. He says, my God. He says, I'm sure glad you come. He says, that could have caused me a lot of trouble. He says, my God, I'm sure glad you come. He says, well, what are we going to do now? Are you going to let him go, or are you going to take him back to ranch? I says, what did he pay you? He told me, it was pretty good price. I says, no. I says, you take him if you bought him. But put that check in for my name in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Schaefer, he liked to faint it. He did too. He put the check in the bank for me. So he took the cattle. You know, I'd have lost them.
Oh, boy.
Sure, if it had been on, you know,
once they was on that truck, it'd be pretty hard to...
Would have been dead. I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor old Fraley, sure, give me credit for that.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I always had good neighbors. Gee. Yes, sir, if he didn't happen if he didn't happen to go on, I'd have shot and started there with a bunch of cattle.
Yeah.
Because the buyer here, he'd have been an awful shape too, but...
You know, old Schaefer, a couple of years ago, I was working out of Buffalo, he was out there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was he doing out there?
Oh, he's working for the Spiel.
Working for wages.
Yeah.
Was they separated then?
What's that?
Was they separated from his wife then?
He didn't have any wife. I don't know whether he was by himself.
I guess he's dead.
Did he ever finally pay you for the ranch then?
Oh, yeah, he sold it, you know.
Oh, and
He died. It's just been recently because this was just a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's a young fellow, wasn't he?
No, he was an old fella. Wino, just drunk about every day.
Oh, that's a young one.
Oh, is it?
It ain't young. He's
Yeah.
he's a man about 55.
Yeah, about that, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was his dad then that you...
That's his dad. Dad was the crooked one.
Oh.
Well, he was pretty crooked himself.
Oh, yeah, he got to be come out of that man.
Yeah.
And anyway, he sold to a fellow by the name, we sold to some guy from Canada. Then the guy from Canada sold to another guy. I don't know who he was. Then that guy sold it to Miller. Miller paid me.
Oh, Miller finally is the one that paid you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was saved. I had a mortgage on it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was saved. I wasn't worried.
To conclude Dick's story, he died on Christmas Day, 1971. He'd had 2 years of Hodgkin's disease before he died, and finally, after 2 years, he died on December 25th, 1971. At this time, we were in the process of trying to track down his baptismal and birth certificate through the Catholic Church in Spain. However, since we don't know who his father was, other than Castneleas, or where he was born, at this point we've been unable to locate anything. However, we are going to try in Lacatio and in Guernica, and hopefully somebody there will come up with something. I have learned that Dick was evidently born right near Areño, or Aya. His mother, of course, was a sister to Grandma Gorette's mother, and his father, we still do not know who she was, or who he was, and there appears to be no means whereby we can obtain this record. Whether or not it is still there, whether the Catholic Church still has it even, is questionable, and if they do, they probably would not allow anyone to see it. At any rate, having known Dick well enough to know that he always thought of the Landas as his parents. In fact, Dick became very irate if it was suggested that they were not his true parents. I requested that he be sealed to his adoptive parents, the Landas. And in a letter which I received on November 4th, 1977, this permission was granted, which reads, Dear Brother Garrett, I have been asked to inform you that on 4 October 1977, a member of the Quorum of the 12, appointed by the First Presidency for that purpose, reviewed your request for the sealing of the two adopted children, Massimo Esposito and Ricardo Castneleas, to their adoptive parents. Approval for these sealings was granted in accordance with your request. The basis of these approvals was the fact that information on natural parents is unavailable, and this provides the only way that these children can be sealed to parents. We have taken the necessary steps to submit the names for temple work. If you desire the names placed in a specific temple for family members to take care of the ordinances, please inform us immediately. Also, you can provide us with the dates of death of the adoptive parents. Can you provide us with the dates of death of the adoptive parents to whom these children are to be sealed? This information will be necessary for the sealings to take place because both children were born in the last 95 years. So since Dick's adoptive parents were not born within the last 95 years, until we obtain this, he cannot be sealed to his parents or until the 95 years has elapsed since his birth date. Secondly, on April 11th, 1978, I received the following letter from the genealogical department, which reads, This is in regard to the ordinance work for your great-uncle, Ricardo Castneleas. In our letter of March 20th, 1978, we informed you that we would forward the entry for Ricardo for processing of his baptism and endowment ordinances. We recently received notification concerning the entry of Ricardo Castneleas. The entry was not acceptable because of its similarity to other entries in the mass file. Your letter of March 17, 1977 stated that you had access to more information for Ricardo. You will need to submit that information to this office so that we can submit his name for his baptism and endowment ordinances. Any information which you have pertaining to Ricardo's birth date and place will be helpful. So, at this point, we have been unable to do the work because the name is too similar to other names which have already been submitted, and I'm in the process now of compiling the information which I do have on Dick from his discharge papers from the Army, from his declaration of intent to be naturalized, from his naturalization papers, from what I have on this tape, and any other thing which I can get together in order to be able to do this work for Uncle Dick.